Mic check 1 2. Hello, hello. Guys, what's going on? Welcome to hashtag TNT JoeFi Tech News that Jerome Ortega finds interesting. I am your host, Jerome Ortega. Good afternoon to people in the US. Good morning, good evening to everyone else around the world. How's it going, guys? Welcome, welcome. Well, this is I don't know, a bit of surprising news. The Pixel 4 is done. It's out of stock. The Pixel 4 and the Pixel 4 XL. We're going to dig into that today, but let me go ahead and say hi to everyone in here. Levin was first in here. What's up, fam? What? I'm first today? Yes, you are, Levin, but Levin also dropping a $2 super chat. Glad to be in the stream today. Levin, thank you, man. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the continued support. As always, appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Thank you for stopping by. Who else do I got in here today? Ronaldo's in here. Ronaldo, what's going on, man? What's up, Jerome? What's up, Ronaldo? How you doing, man? Glad you could make it. Big House Productions. Hey, what's going on, Big House? Hey. Six is in here as well, but on Twitch. Yo, what's going on, Six? How you doing, man? Welcome to the stream. Glad to see you using another platform instead of YouTube. Nice to see you, man. Deepak Murthy is in here as well. Hello. What's going on, Deepak? Nice you could make it. Glad you guys could be here. So let's go ahead and let's kind of just dig into it. I'm a little surprised. I'm a little surprised that Google went ahead and discontinued the Pixel 4 and Pixel 4 XL. But at the same time, I'm not all that surprised because, well, I don't know. I kind of feel two ways about it. At this point, I couldn't have recommended the Pixel 4 to anybody. Even before the Pixel 4a came out, I still don't think I would have recommended the Pixel 4 at an $800 price tag. Felt like it was overpriced, something that I've been talking about since day one. Just thought it wasn't worth it at that price point. If you could get a Pixel 4 at a cheaper price, then definitely something to consider. If you could get a Pixel 4 XL at an even cheaper price, even better for you. Hey, Deepak Murthy with a €2 super chat. Deepak, thank you, man. Thank you so much. I'll be sure to add you and Levin into the super chatters for the month of August. Deepak, also, thank you so much for the support, man. You seem to be chiming, or you seem to always support it. On the regular now. So Deepak, thank you, man. Thank you again for the super chat, guys. Thank you again. Oh, I'm so sorry. I also missed where'd you go? Rajiv, right? Rajiv. Yo, Jared. Rajiv, what's going on, man? Welcome to the stream. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to miss you earlier. Yo, buddy. What's going on, Rajiv? Welcome to the stream. Appreciate you stopping by. Yeah, Levin is saying, I'm also surprised they killed the Pixel 4 and 4 XL already. Deepak, we love this community. Deepak, thank you, man. I appreciate the love. I really do. Thank you guys so much. Really, it means a lot to me. So, I'm surprised that they killed the Pixel 4 and Pixel 4 XL, but I'm also not surprised. I can't recommend the Pixel 4 at $800 or the Pixel 4 XL at $900 and whatever ridiculous price it goes at after it hits 128 gigs of internal storage. Because again, you're paying $800 for 64 gigs of internal storage. And when it comes to the Pixel 4 versus the 4a at this point, now that the 4a is released at $350, it's hard for me to recommend the 4 to anybody unless you're getting it at a discount. I was actually talking to some of the guys on Friday Night Tech Talk, and they had talked about where was my head going with this? They were talking about the Pixel 4, and I can't remember now where my train of thought went. But what I'm trying to say is the Pixel 4, if they drop the price on that to $500, like let's say, because if you saw on Google's website, you can't even get the Pixel 4 anymore or the Pixel 4 XL. It's completely sold out. And whether it's really sold out or not, we don't know, but they're discontinuing it. They don't want to sell it anymore for whatever reason. And in my head, I was like, they should have just sold this phone for $500. They should just have gone ahead and priced it at $500 and sold whatever like limited availability or supply they had of it for $500. But I guess they couldn't do that either because it would really confuse the public about like, well, what about the 4A 5G? Why would this sell for 500? I don't know. There are too many factors that play into it. But if as a consumer, I would have just said sell the Pixel 4 at $500, sell the Pixel 4 XL at $600, even though $600 is a tough pill to swallow with only 64 gigs of internal storage. But maybe if a Pixel 4 XL was 128 gigs for $650, I feel like that would have been a great price. I feel like people would have bought that phone up. But there would be a lot of confusion afterwards about the Pixel 4a 5G selling for $500 and what the Pixel 5 is going to cost, but we're going to get into that. So we're going to start today's story with what we were just talking about. So this article from Android Police is saying Google discontinues the Pixel 4 and 4 XL before releasing the Pixel 5. That's the thing too. This is it says here, possibly the shortest life of any Pixel or Nexus. If I remember correctly, this phone lasted 10 months, right? It's August now. The Pixel lineup usually comes around October. They killed this phone in 10 months. It's a shame in a way, but at the same time, I'm like, well, I wouldn't have recommended it anyway, not at $800. So okay, go ahead and kill it because I'm not going to recommend that phone unless you're going to drop that price. If you drop that price to $500, then I would have said, yeah, go buy the phone. It's worth it for $500. I feel like it would have been worth it. But at $800, I would tell people, wait for the Pixel 4a 5G, wait for the Pixel 5 instead. Don't waste your time. So, let's continue on here. Google has just teased its new flagship Pixel 5 and the 4a 5G, but the Pixel 4 remains the only high-end phone the company currently sells. After the Pixel 4a launch event, we noticed that the Pixel 4 started disappearing from the Google Store, with its status flip-flopping between available and sold out. The most damning evidence we found is a Google support page that says the Pixel 4 is no longer available in the US. And sure enough, while Google wouldn't tell us what's up, The Verge now says the company has just confirmed that it's discontinued the Pixel 4. So Google had a statement. Google Store has sold through its inventory and completed sales of Pixel 4 and 4 XL. This I don't really believe. I don't know if it's really sold through its inventory. Maybe they did, but I feel like normally every single Pixel phone has lasted a year or longer in its supply. And I don't know. It's kind of weird timing. Oh, you just ran out right after the 4A got announced. You just ran out of the Pixel 4s. You just ran out of the Pixel 4 XLs. Wow, what timing did it run out? But maybe they're doing something with the rest of their stock. Maybe they're gonna go, I don't know, build a Pixel wall or something. So for people who are interested in buying Pixel 4 and 4 XL, the product is available from some partners while supplies last. Just like all Pixel devices, Pixel 4 will continue to get software and security updates for at least 3 years from when the device first became available on the Google Store in the US. At the time of writing, only the smaller Pixel 4 is still available for purchase. And yeah, so it says here, update, the Pixel 4 lineup is now completely gone. So you can't get either of them. They're all gone. This may mean that the Pixel 4 has the shortest life compared to any other Pixel, if not even to any Nexus device. The 3 and 3 XL could be purchased from October 2018 all the way to March 2020. Oh, I didn't even realize that it lasted that long. So this was over a year and a half, right? While the Pixel 3a went from May 29 to July 2020, so just a little over a year, which is still a few months longer than the Pixel 4, though just like it was discontinued before we got its successor. It's possible that Google is experiencing some manufacturing issues due to the pandemic, or wasn't satisfied with the sales performance of the Pixel 4 at all. Both scenarios seem plausible. the best scenario here is Google would have just sold the phone for $500. Sell the Pixel 4 at $500. Sell the Pixel 4 XL at $600 brand new. You would have sold out that supply. People would have said, hey, this is what you should have sold the phone at in the first place, which is something that I've been complaining about forever. But I still remember when I got my Pixel 4 and I complained on day one about how the phone was not worth $800. And I got so much flack for it from people like, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. Oh, it's worth the $800. Is it? It doesn't seem like that's the consensus anymore. Whatever. This is why I don't get Pixel phones anymore. If you're still interested in the Pixel 4, though, we recommend you wait for the 5 or go for the 4A. So you see that? I mean, even Android Police is saying, we recommend you wait for the 5 or go for the 4A. I think a lot of people at this point wouldn't even really recommend the 4 at the $800 price point. The 4 or the 4XL are only worth it if you can get it on a discount. And by discount, I mean if you bought it at a fair price, because $800, $900 is not worth it for the phone. You'll still be able to get it from third-party vendors like Amazon and Best Buy as long as inventory lasts. For now, the Pixel 4 line also remains available in the Google Store in Australia, Germany, Ireland, Italy, Japan, Singapore, Spain, Taiwan, and the United Kingdom, according to Google's support page. So for anyone who's still interested in a 4 or a 4XL, you can still get them in other countries, or you can maybe get them third-party vendors, but I still do not recommend spending $800 or $900 on one. But I can't tell you what to do with your money. I can only recommend. So if you still want to spend $800 plus tax on a Pixel 4 with 64 gigs of internal storage and a subpar battery, be my guest. Be my guest. Today we have a lot of Pixel stories. I have a lot to talk about when it comes to the Pixel 4. Not the 4, the Pixel 4a, the Pixel 4a 5G, and the Pixel 5. I just wanted to go through the now deceased, discontinued Pixel 4 and Pixel 4 XL. I wanted to share my Pixel 4, but it's still packed away in this apartment where I still have like unopened boxes. For you guys that don't know, the Pixel 4 has not been my daily. Well, actually, it was only my daily for maybe a month. But for the most part, the only phones that I've been using is my iPhone 11 Pro and my Huawei P40 Pro Plus. Those are the only two phones I've been using because the Pixel 4 just hasn't been up to snuff for me. So let me go ahead and get back into chat here. Let me say hi to everybody that I missed. Let me see. Let me scroll it down. Darkman X2G is in the stream. Darkman, what's going on? RIP Pixel 4. RIP for sure. Deepak says we had talked about product cannibalization in the Pixel line. Google said yes, and that's a big thing. That's really what I feel like would have happened here. If well, I mean, it's happening right now. But if the Pixel 4 and the Pixel 4 XL stayed at the $800 and $900 price point, or they dropped the price, I just think there's a lot of confusion happening because the 4A 5G or the Pixel 4A is very cheap at $350, and then when the 4A 5G comes out at $500, it's going to make the Pixel 4 seem kind of pointless, honestly, if you asked me. Levin says, if Google sold the Pixel 4 XL for $600, I would have felt cheated being I got it for $900. I mean, do you not feel cheated when it went on sale? I feel cheated. I feel cheated that I spent $800 for the Pixel 4 and people were able to get it later on for $500. Oddway says, I liked a cheap Pixel, and this is I think this is Google's niche here, is to provide a phone that might not be the best in all the specs, but still have a good amount and price it decently. I think they're capable of a flagship phone, which is it's very weird for me to say that. I still think they're capable of a flagship phone, even though they really have never gotten it right. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know when that's going to happen. I don't know. Is Google capable of a flagship phone? Are they really capable of putting something out? When was When was the last time they really had a top tier phone that had like top of the line specs when it came to everything and was pretty much a home run? What was out of all the Pixel phones, was the Pixel 2 maybe the most successful, even though it had blue tint to it? Was it the original Pixel or was it the Nexus 6P? I mean, the Nexus 6P is one of my favorites. It's why I still own a Nexus 6P. Maybe that was their last really good device. The Nexus 6P, then you could probably put the Pixel 3a there, but that's not a flagship phone. And the Pixel 4a, I think, is going to be a home run this year. Pixel 4a is a great phone, I think. Even without having one right now, I can pretty much attest that the 4a is going to be a great phone. I would imagine that the 4a 5G, if priced correctly at the like $500 price point, I think might be worth it once we figure out what specs are on there. Did I just get a super chat? Oh, I did, by Kate. Kate, with the $5 super chat. Kate, thank you so much. This show makes me feel like if I keep watching, I might get a clue about what is going on in tech. Buy yourself a Diet Cherry Coke. Thanks, Kate. I actually was at the store yesterday. I couldn't find a like Diet Cherry Coke. Kate, thank you for the support. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Appreciate you stopping by. Yeah, stick around. You might learn a thing or two. I know we were trying to help you out with your phone bill, so I don't know if we figured that out yet. We still have to talk, Kate. So anyway, appreciate you stopping by. She's also helping support here. Hit that like button for Jerome. Kate, thank you. Thank you so much. Appreciate the kind words. Appreciate the support. It really means a lot to me. Thank you so much. Okay, let's go ahead and get back into the rest of the chat here. Let me see here. Team Verizon says, what's up, Jerome? Looks like we won't be getting any videos from John Processor for a while. Why? Oh, he got hacked, sadly. Oh, his YouTube channel got hacked? I mean, can he just make another channel? I guess that would be, yeah, that would suck. That sucks. I wonder how that happened, because I always put two-factor authentication on my YouTube channel. So if my password ever got figured out, it would still need to be corrected, or you would still need to verify through 2FA. I don't know. That sucks. Anyway, thanks for the info, Team Vry. Welcome to the chat, by the way, or the stream. Oddwait, Sharma. Oddwait, did you put has your last name always been here? Or was it different? Oddwait, hey, welcome. They were legit selling a flagship for like $600. John was hacked. Apple is to blame. Maybe. DV Cooper, DV, what's going on, man? Welcome to the stream. At the end of the day, the Pixel 4 just wasn't good for the price. I had all types of issues with that phone. Me too. I still have issues with the phone. Battery, face unlock still doesn't work for some apps. Solely, I never used. Squeeze feature I never used. I guess I can't really complain about the squeeze feature. I mean, it worked. What else did I have issues when it came to that phone? Oh, the oleophobic coating came off, so it looks gross on the front. I really should show you guys how bad that looks, because it looks really bad. Anyway, DV Cooper, welcome. Nandu is in here. Nandu Vasanth, if is Pixel 5 will the Pixel 5 cost $700? So Nandu, that is the rumor. That it's going to cost $700. If it does cost $700, actually, I'm going to talk about that today. I would not buy the Pixel 5. I say I will not, but I probably will. I don't think the Pixel 5 will be worth it at $700 unless there are a few. There are a few ways that the Pixel 5 will be worth $700, but we're going to talk about that later. Nandu, welcome to the stream. Deepak Murthy says, my orange Pixel 4 is a river of tears. Mine is packed away somewhere. I don't even know where it is. It's probably crying as well. Oddwait says, I don't know. I'm the only one who actually liked the Pixel when the price dropped. Here's the thing is, like, I don't think the Pixel was bad. I don't think it was bad. I like the form factor. I thought it was decent for what it was. I just don't think it was worth the money. And then with all the other issues that came along with it, it really it soured me on it. If the phone was not priced the way it was, then I would have been a little more lenient when it came to the phone, for sure. Is the Pixel 4 a bad phone? I won't call it a bad phone. I just don't think it's a bang for the buck phone. I think that it it could have been priced better. It could have been a better value. I think that's the best way I could put it. Hackney man, Hackney, what's going on, man? Oh, Hackney man, what's going on, man? Anyway, Hackney, what's up? Really thinking about importing the US unlocked version. I believe it'll work in the UK. Just doing a bit of research, basically works out the same price, 349 pounds or so. There you go. There you go. If you guys ever needed help importing or whatever, and it's not too much trouble and you needed me to help you guys out with that, please let me know. If there's anything I can do, I'll see if I can help out. I don't know though what the rules are when it comes to that. So just as long as it's not illegal. But yeah, if it works in the UK, why not? You're talking about the 4A, right? Hackney man, just FYI, would you wait for the 4A 5G or is it the 4A that you want? Just curious. Okay. Deepak says, I had paid 759 euros, $900, for the Pixel 4, you paid $900. So you paid $100 more than me. Oh, my wallet is hurting just hearing that. I mean, my wallet hurt when I paid $800, but knowing you paid $100 premium on top of that, my God. Ronaldo says, man, I'm so happy I got my Pixel 4 XL 128 gigs when I did, man. Yeah, and you got it at a discount, right? You didn't pay the full price for it either, right? You got a good deal on it, if I remember correctly. Tech God, what's going on, man? Welcome to the stream. For me, the only Pixel 4 I can get that's on the website is the Pixel 4 XL 128 gig, just black for some reason. There you go. Are you thinking about getting it, or are you just looking to see what's available? How much is the 128 gig version of the Pixel 4 XL? Is it something ridiculous like $1,000? No, it's not. Is the Pixel 4 XL 128 gig $1,000? Please tell me it's not $1,000. That's wow. It might be $1,000, I think. Never mind. It's now out of stock. Oh, okay. Never mind. Javier is in here. Oh, we talking about the death of the Pixel 4. Better for plastic 4A. You know what's funny? They should instead of calling it the Pixel 4A, they should call it the plastic 4A. Ted says, isn't that what you did? Do as I say. What did I do? Buy the Pixel 4 at an unbelievable expensive price? Is that what you're getting at, Ted? Ted, welcome to the stream. Nice to see you, man. Deepak says, I do not recommend the 4, too much overpriced. Yes, you are correct, sir. Javier says, I sold my Pixel 4 XL for $600 when I got it for $600. You got it for $600? It wasn't a bad phone, but it wasn't a great phone either, especially for the MSRP pricing. I agree. Mario, what's going on, man? Welcome to the stream. Nice to see you. I got mine for $350 used on eBay. It looks brand new. I bought it in April and it's still working fine. That's great. Why did I say $350? Man, my head is like thinking Pixel 4a for $530. There you go. I mean, at least you didn't spend $800 on it. When I saw the Pixel 4 coming at $500 brand new when it was on sale, I was like, damn, that's a good price. I wish I had waited, but I can't help myself when it comes to Pixel phones. Even though like I can complain about them, I still buy them because I'm still rooting for Google in a lot of ways. Anyway, Mario, welcome to the stream. Levin says, at the time, the phone has been good to me with all day battery life, a good camera. Just wish my banking app did Face ID. Yeah, right. For me, luckily, Chase is now working with Face ID or Face Unlock, but my Capital One app, I still have to put my password in, or whatever. I can't use Face Unlock for my Capital One app. Maybe it's working now, but I haven't checked it in a bit. But I wouldn't be surprised if it wasn't. Deepak says Nexus 6P was at the top, then they went downhill. That's why I kept my Nexus 6P. Nexus 6P for me is, well, the Galaxy Nexus was one of my favorites as well. But I will say, if I had to pick my favorites, it's probably the Nexus 6P, and it will probably be the Pixel 4a, based on just price alone. I feel. Okay, let me scroll back up here. Oh, I lost my place. God, you guys are talking a lot in here. Noel, what's going on, man? Welcome to the stream. Nice to see you. Do you think Pixel should stop premium phones altogether? In my opinion, no, but definitely should focus on mid-range, have an quote, ultra premium as an option, but not their main focus. So Noel, first of all, thank you for joining. Thank you for coming on the stream. Nice to see you. No, I don't think Pixel should stop premium phones altogether. I don't. I think oh Jesus, I just dropped my headset. It's okay. I know I just said this earlier, but I think Google is capable. Even though they have not really been able to prove it, I still think Google is capable of producing a premium, well-made, high-end phone that is actually worth the price. The problem is, I don't know what it's going to take for them to get there. I don't know if it's going to take them more experimenting and more trial and error, but how long have they been doing this for? And they still have not gotten that right yet. I think they've gotten it right when they made the 3A, and then they've even improved upon it when they made the 4A, including more internal storage, a better processor, a better looking display. I just don't know if they're going to get to that point of making an actual flagship phone that is worth it. Because like I said, the Pixel 4, you people here might feel differently, but the Pixel 4 was never worth $800. It really wasn't. Anyway, that's how I do feel about it. I do like your thoughts on that too, though. I feel like they shouldn't stop creating and working on a flagship phone. I just don't know if we're going to get one anytime soon that's going to be worth the price. Yeah. Paul, what's going on, Paul? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Supplies up to now. Strap on those tinfoil hats, guys. Paul, welcome. Ted says the only hardware Google aced was the Pixel Chromebook 2015, 5 years ago. I never even had that. It was a good looking Chromebook, wasn't it? If I remember correctly. What about, well, I was going to say the Nexus 6P was good hardware, but then the boot looping issue, the fact that it bent or whatever, I still feel weird about that because like my Nexus 6P is still kicking or whatever, but whatever. Tony Kim is in here trying to put the Chicago emoji. Didn't work so well there. Oh no, or maybe it did. I don't know. I can't see it on my end. Tony, welcome to the stream, man. Appreciate you stopping by. Oddway says, I was 16 when the 6P came out. It was too expensive. I had an iPhone 5S back then. There you go. Okay, so let me see here. Team Verizon says, John's channel got deleted as far as I know. That sucks. Oh, I can't even imagine if my channel got deleted. I don't know what I would do. Kate says, not a hurry. Wait until you unpack. Are we talking about my Pixel 4? I forget what I was talking about. I'm always losing my place. I really am. Ronaldo says we need the T800 to find the hackers who keep doing this to you. Wait, so other YouTubers are getting hacked? Is that what's happening? Do I have to up my security on my channel right now? I'll have to do that. I'll have to, yeah. Okay. Anyway, Hackney Man, like button hit. Thank you, Hackney Man. Thank you for supporting. Appreciate it, guys. Thank you guys so much. Ted says not only did he get hacked, but the hackers ran a live stream to steal Bitcoin and YouTube. Took hours to take it down. Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. Tony says, good news. My phone bill went from 81 to 39 and I have 5G. There you go. Mint Mobile, right? Is that what you're using, Tony? I think that's what we talked about, right? Anyway, good to know, Tony. I appreciate you sharing that. Paul says, Kate, I watch IT Crowd seasons 1 and seasons 5, but apart for some good jokes, cringingly sexist, for instance, on menstruation. Thank you for the feedback on the IT Crowd. I'm glad that you guys still have this community and you're able to talk amongst each other and share that kind of stuff. I still have to watch that. I still have to watch it. All right, let me scroll down here, guys. Okay. Let's get back into phone stuff. So Team Verizon says, I guess the Pixel 4 will be but a mediocre footnote in Google history. I think that's a good way of putting it, Team Verizon. I feel similarly, for sure. Okay. Darkman says, people learn to buy the Pixel on Black Friday. Don't buy it on release day. You know what other phone we can say when it comes to that too is the Note 20 Ultra. Don't buy the Note 20 Ultra when it first comes out. Wait for the sale to come out because that sale is going to come out later and you know they're going to drop that phone by a couple $100 for sure. Tony says, I honestly would have gotten the 128 gig orange Pixel 4 XL if it wasn't so rare. Was it really that rare? Was that phone hard to get? Was I also right? Was that $1,000 phone? 128 gig Pixel 4 XL. Was that $1,000? Because that's ridiculous price for the phone. I don't know. Passionate Technology. Hey, what's going on, man? I don't know if I've seen you in here before. I've been a diehard fan of the Pixel and Nexus line for a while, up until the Pixel 3. Me as well. Otherwise, I've been using various phones in the S series and Note series by Samsung up until the current year. Is this Pixel 4a or the upcoming Pixel 5, is that going to change your mind at all? I just switched over to the iPhone SE since it has a good bang for the dollar. Yep, I agree. And the battery life isn't really a factor in my use case. I always have a battery pack with me and or access to a wall. So there you go. I guess I'm wondering, are you thinking about switching back, or are you going to just hold on to the iPhone SE? I have a couple, well, no, I know a couple of people who have the SE who have switched over from Android to iPhone, and I don't know if they're going to be switching back anytime soon. Deepak says the A line was their own flagship killer. That's actually a really good comment there. Google killed their own Pixel line itself by putting out the Pixel. Yeah, Google's listening to me, guys. my speaker just went off. It's still listening and whatever. Okay. Anyway, Sean is in here. What up, Jerome? What up, Sean? What's going on, man? Welcome to the stream. Nice to see you. I don't know why I have this other screen up. Okay. Let me scroll down here. Ronaldo says I paid with tax $500. You paid $500 for your Pixel 4 XL, 128 gigs. That's a hell of a deal for sure. For sure. That's a great deal. Derek is in here. You got to wait to buy the Pixel. They go on sale by Black Friday. I know. I think I buy these phones. I buy Pixel phones because I get excited. In a weird way, I still get very excited for Pixel phones differently than I do for any other phone. I don't know if it's just because I have always been a fan of Nexus phones and Pixel phones, and so in a weird way I still want to get the phone on day one, and like I pre-order it and I can't wait to get it, just like the Pixel 4a. I'm excited to get it. I'm bummed that Google hates me and they won't give me a free one while all these other YouTubers get it like 18 months in advance. No, I'm happy for everyone who's gotten it. It's just a shame that Google has somehow like decided to stop giving me their phones because I don't know, maybe I'm too honest or I don't say hashtag Team Pixel enough. I don't bow down to these companies, guys. I would rather just be real than do that kind of stuff. And I'm not saying other YouTubers are bowing down or whatever. I'm just giving you guys my opinion. Anyway, Sean says Pixel 4 XL 128 gigs was $1,000 phone. That's ridiculous for sure. It's kind of like blowing my mind that phone sold for $1,000. It really is. Hackney Man says, wait, what is the release schedule for the new Pixels? I'm confused. And is the 4a 5G the 765? If it's out in November or later, that's a no from me, dog. So Hackney Man, I don't know about other parts of the country or other parts of the world, but here in the US, I actually have an article about that. The 4a 5G and Pixel 5 look like it's going to be coming out October 8th. That's the rumor, October 8th. So second week of October, or just early second week of October. But the 4a 5G is supposed to have the 765G chipset. The Pixel 5 is also supposed to have the 765G chipset, but we don't know that for sure. And maybe they'll give us a 768, but I don't know. Anyway, yeah, I think that's as much as I know at this point. Plastic 4a is still cheaper than the Note 4. Plastic 4a is a great deal. The Plastic 4a, I'm going to just start calling, well, now I'm going to confuse people when I say that. Let me see here. Keen Win. Am I saying that right? Keen. I can't remember. iPhone 12 will be king. We'll see. iPhone 12. I think the iPhone 12 will be an amazing phone if they price it at $650. If they price it at $700, it might be, but I think the base iPhone 12 might have a battery that might not live up to what the iPhone 11 was capable of. We'll see, though. Paul loves it when I say we'll see, but we'll see. We'll see. Brian is in here. Hey everyone, Brian, what's going on, man? Welcome to the stream. Nice to see you. Glad you could stop by. You're working today, yeah? I'm guessing you're working today. Anyway, Brian, nice to see you, man. Welcome, welcome. Okay, Levin says the 6P was a beast of a phone. Just wish mine didn't have the boot loop issue. I'm very fortunate that mine did not have the boot loop issue, and I had two of them, and neither of them had a boot loop issue. I had the white one, and I had the black or gunmetal one. The gunmetal one is the one I ended up with, but yeah. Tony says, I had that banana curved Samsung Nexus S. Anyone remember that? I never had that phone. I never had that one. Oddweight says, can you put the Twitch link somewhere in the description? Tired of YouTube banner ads? Sure. I think it's just twitch.tv /phone Jerome. Let me see if I can just add that in here. You guys are going to have to test it for me and make sure it works. So twitch.tv /phone Jerome. I think that's it. Okay. Derek says Verizon Galaxy Nexus battery was horrible. Mine died after 4 hours of moderate use. I don't even remember what mine did. Mine might have been horrible too, Derek. I think for me, I just keep talking about how I love that phone because it was my very first Android phone. That was my out of all, because I was an iPhone guy. When the iPhone first came out, before the iPhone, I was a Nokia guy. I owned like all the Nokias, the N95s and the N73 Music Edition, and like, yeah. And then I switched over to iPhone, and then I fell in love with the Galaxy Nexus, and then I bought every Nexus after that. But I also bought every single iPhone at the same time. So before I was even a YouTuber or whatever, I was always carrying one Nexus phone and one iPhone, and that's something that I still do to this day. So I've been doing that for a while. Before any of this, I was always carrying two phones by then. Big House says the 6P was great, but the battery life was awful. At least mine was. No, mine was too. I have a lot of videos on my YouTube channel that complained about the battery life of the Nexus 6P. I think when I first got it, I was able to get good battery, but I think I manipulated some of that to get better battery life for sure. Javier says the 6P was great, but it was flimsy. So like I know jerry rig everything, bent the phone and cracked it or whatever, but like mine is still in good shape. I know that people broke the back glass or whatever, but I've never even carried a case on my 6P, and it's scratched up. Like for sure it's scratched up, but it's still intact. And the front, like the display and everything still is like, yeah, there are scratches, but it's nothing like major. Again, all my stuff is packed. I can't pull it out right now. Anyway, let me see here. Rajiv says, I had a 6P and search on those and landed on your videos year back. I'm glad you did. I'm glad you're able to take a look. I'm glad you're able to find my stuff back then. Sean says Pixel phones should stop being premium. They should be flagship killers or mid-range phones. Their design errors, even the greatest camera isn't worth it. And that's Google copying Apple proves it. So Sean, you make a lot of good points there. And it's not, and I agree. I do agree. I think for me, I feel like, so what I think they're doing is they make premium phones, or they're making premium phones, but they're not doing it correctly. They're not right now. They're incapable of producing a premium phone. I think what I'm trying to say is like, I think they can do it. I think they can actually make something worth the money. It's not that I want them to make $1,000 phones. Like I don't want to be spending $1,000 on a phone. I think if they want to make a high-end phone and actually make it worth the price, I think they might be capable of it. But I don't want them to like eliminate all of these other great phones that it looks like they're starting to make at a $350 price point, $500 price point. But yeah. Okay, that's how I feel about it. Hilario is in here. Google needs to stop working with HTC. Oh yeah, I just, Google has worked with everybody, and I don't know who should Google work with at this point to make their stuff correct. Because I really thought Google was going to do it right when they worked with Motorola, and then that didn't happen. And yeah, I don't know. Kate says, still rocking the 5 SE. Yeah, you know what? Like, that's the thing. As long as those phones are still like kicking, why not? You might as well get get the best out of your money, make the most out of your money if you're able to keep the longevity of the phone. Ted says, I think Huawei should take credit for the success of the 6P. Absolutely. Sorry, I didn't mean to have my voice. Huawei definitely has a lot of credit to take for that, despite the manufacturing issues and like having like some weak points in its bending or whatever. I don't know how many people have really broke their phone that way, but again, there's a reason that the Huawei 6P or the Nexus 6P is still like in my wheelhouse of phones, barnyard of phones, farmhouse of phones, whatever. Fear the Rue 42, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Hey, Jerome, what happened to the Pixel 4? Literally the day after I decide. Hashtag figures. For anyone who's not aware, Fear the Rue 42 just got a Pixel 4, but he was able to get it at a discount. So he was able to get a good price for it. It looks like Google discontinued it. I figured what I've been saying anyway is like it, you know what? If they were going to discontinue it and not drop the price, then that's probably the best thing that they could have done. So yeah. Okay. Oh, Kate, you were talking about helping with your phone bill. Yeah, no. I will touch base with you on that. Yeah, we'll figure that out. We can get you a better deal on your phone bill. Okay. So I know I only got through this first story and we're like 45 minutes in. I feel like I end up spending like 30 minutes talking to you guys instead of reading the stories, but that's fine. This is what the stream is for too. Hackney Man says, imagine if Google made a phone that looked like the 6P but with updated specs. They'd call it the Pixel 6P. Oh my God. That's but like Google's not allowed to work with Huawei. So, but yeah, imagine if they did that. Imagine if Google worked with Huawei and they called it the Pixel 6P. Oh, that would be so awesome. I'll take 10% on that idea. Hackney Man, I love that idea. That's such a great idea. Daniel Oliver says Pixel 4 is alive. Well, if you have one, I mean, I'm sure if I charge mine, my battery's dead on mine, I'm sure. But Daniel, welcome to the stream. Nice to see you, man. Ted says, yes, use 2FA and don't use your number as an authenticator. Yeah, I don't use my number as an authenticator. In case hackers clone your SIM, no. And that's why I don't use my phone number to authenticate. Got to use an authenticator app. No, that's exactly how I do it. Kate says, it's a bit dated, but Moss is the reason. But Moss is the reason to watch the show. Oh, you guys are talking about the IT crowd. I was like so confused. Team Verizon is still waiting to see if there are any hardware issues with the 4A and early adopters. I'm sure it's going to come, but I don't know. Maybe it's a solid phone. I guess we'll see. Oh my God, guys, there's so many comments. Okay, I can't get through all of them. I'm so sorry, guys, because like I'm at one story and we got to get through the rest here. So Deepak says, so weird. The best Nexus was the 6P made by the company banned by Trump. And there you go. Sean says the US should lift the Huawei ban. I'm in the same boat, Sean. I feel the same way. Noel says, I'm hoping that whatever chip Google is working on is a main processor for the phone and manages to get it better performance and efficiency like iPhones with the A series. But it's Google. That's a great point too. I think now that Google is working on their own chip and hopefully it'll come to the upcoming Pixel 6P, I'm assuming that we're going to get something good. That's my assumption. Hopefully. Who knows if Google's really going to even be releasing it in 2021 for the Pixel 6, right? 2021. But that's the rumor, is that Google will have its own chip by then. So, okay. Paul says, Jerome, check it out when you've got time and make up your mind. I know. When I got time, that's the real thing. Jerome, Google might be listening in. There's probably a van outside with Google agents. You know what? If they can find parking, because I don't know if they'll be able to find parking out here. And it also depends on how good they are at parallel parking. Why 2019 is in here. Hi, what's going on? Why? Welcome to the stream. Nice to see you, man. Okay, let me scroll down here, guys. I'm sorry, I'm not going to be able to get through everything. I just want to make sure I don't miss anybody in here. Madman 02100. This is who is asking me? I'm already forgetting. Um, I can't Sharm or Oddweight, right? Maybe. Anyway, I see you here on Twitch. Welcome, welcome. Okay. Let me go down here. Y says Jerome John Processor's channel was hacked yesterday. I know Team Verizon was letting me know. Hopefully he'll get that back, and hopefully they figure that out, because that's a shame. Again, this is why it's important to authenticate or 2FA your work. Okay, guys, I'm so sorry. I'm not going to be able to get through everything here. Let me see here. Why don't I start a blog? If I have time, this is actually why I was talking to someone about how I was looking for an admin, because I feel like I have so much work now with my other jobs and stuff that I don't have time to get through everything at this point. But I also don't have money to just pay everybody. Okay, guys. Fear the Root 42. Jerome, 3 hours prepping, 5 topics. Jerome stream 1 hour on one topic. I know. I feel like, you know what? I feel like I could just like stream for 3 hours. I feel like we could get through if I had the time, I would. If it was actually making enough money, I would stream longer if I could. It's just, I know that I can't. I know that I can't. Zane is in here. Zane Beg. Am I saying that right? Zane Beg, welcome. In my opinion, the best Google phone was the HTC One Google Play Edition. Oh, I forgot about that phone. That was a good phone too. Also, when Samsung had their Play Edition, that's what Google needs to do. That's the one thing I think about as well, is they need to just bring back their Play editions and have people kind of, well, that's not going to happen anyway, but this is us just dreaming, right? Like that, something like that could happen. Brian with the $1 super chat. Brian, thank you, man. Thank you for the support, guys. Thank you for all the super chats today. I appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. I know that like some of you guys support me that extra way, and please know that it does not go unnoticed. So Brian, thank you again, man. Thank you for your streak of super chats. For you guys that don't know, Brian is like a huge supporter and like donates almost every day, almost on cue. But Brian, thank you so much, man. Thank you. Madman says, do a mega stream. Maybe one day, if like I have enough topics to talk about and like people actually stay, maybe we'll do like a 3-hour stream or something. But I don't know. That we'll see if that ever happens. Okay. Next story. Yeah, let's do a next story. Really quick, before I go on, for anybody who's in here in the chat, please do me a favor, hit that like button. I know that it's weird marketing stuff or whatever, but it really helps with the channel. It's a great way to support. If you guys don't know, if you're new, I do stream weekdays at 2 p.m. Central. So if you get a chance, hit that subscribe button. You can hit that bell notification if you want to get notified when I'm going to stream next. And again, it's free. It's a way to support. And if we're talking about supporting in other ways, if you guys are in the chat and you see people with green in their name and you see a red Chicago star next to their name, that's because they are part of the Phone Jerome fam, and you can be part of that fam too for as little as 99 cents a month. All you got to do is click that blue join button. You see it right there. You can get the red Chicago star next to your name. You'll get to use custom emoji, and you'll get your name in every single one of my intros and outros of my live streams. Again, you could do that for as little as 99 cents a month. And if you can't find that blue button, you can go to youtube.com/Phone Jerome/join. And that's about it as far as marketing. Just thought I would share that. I understand that times are tough for a lot of people. So if you can't share that way, or if you can't support that way, I totally understand and I totally get it. But like, even if you can like or subscribe or share, like it's free and it's a great way to support. So guys, again, thank you. Let's go ahead. Let's move on to the next story, because it's 50 minutes in and I cannot believe that, like, yeah, let's move on. All right. This next story I have here is about the launch of the Google Pixel 5 and the Pixel 4a 5G. So it says here it could be available to pre-order on October 8th, according to a now deleted blog post from Google France. So Google deleted it it looks like October 8th might be the actual date here. A now deleted sentence from a Google France blog post suggests that the Pixel 5 and Pixel 4a 5G will be available to pre-order on October 8th. If we're looking at this, October 8th is on when? A Thursday. So just a little over 2 months from now, the Pixel 4a 5G and Pixel 5 might be coming out. The two phones were announced this week alongside the Pixel 4a, but Google has yet to share official pre-order dates for the handsets, only saying they're, quote, coming this fall. The inadvertent leak was reported by 9to5Google after a reader spotted the pre-order date for the Pixel 5 and 4a 5G mentioned in the official Pixel 4a announcement post from Google France. That mention has since been deleted from the post, though can be seen in the cache page, with Google offering 9to5Google no further comment on the issue. And then I guess this is the screen cap or whatever here, where it's showing October 8th of 2020. It's a fleeting leak and could well be some sort of error, but an October 8th pre-order makes sense. Google regularly announces new hardware in October. So it's like, okay, yeah, there's the actual date, but in a way, it's also not surprising because Google has usually released their Pixel phones around this time. And this sentence says here, the Pixel 4 came October 15th, the Pixel 3 on October 9th, the Pixel 2 on October 4th. There's no reason to think the company will change this pattern just because delays to the Pixel 4a have led it to announce the Pixel 5 and 4a 5G early. And to cap it all, an unrelated set of leaked documents from Google, also spotted by 9to5Google, notes that the Pixel 5 and 4a 5G are set for an October launch. In other words, if the mid-range Pixel 4a isn't enough for you, you only have a couple of months to wait to find out more about the higher spec Pixel 5 and 5G capable 4a. So let's kind of go into this and let's actually talk about the Pixel 4a 5G and the Pixel 5. I know that, like Brian, for example, in the stream here, I know that he didn't like jump on the Pixel 4a. I hesitated for a hot second to not buy the 4a and wait for the 4a 5G. But I bought the 4a because the $350 price point was just so cheap. For what it offered, I just felt like I needed to get the phone. I felt like it was such a bang for the buck buy and a phone that I could probably easily recommend to a lot of people. But I can understand why people are waiting for the Pixel 4a 5G. Or the Pixel 5. The Pixel 4a 5G and the Pixel 5 are reportedly getting the same exact processor as, not as the Pixel 4a, but the Pixel 4a 5G and the Pixel 5 will be getting the Snapdragon 765G processor, chipset, whatever. I think the G chipset. I'm not sure now, but the 765 regardless, which is a faster processor, a faster chipset than the chipset that's going in the Pixel 4a, the Snapdragon 730. So I get that people might want to wait and pay the extra $150. So the Pixel 4a 5G will probably be selling at $500 versus the current $350 price point for the Pixel 4a. My question with the Pixel 4a 5G is this extra $150 just for the chipset? Is it just to replace the 765 or is it just to replace the 730 for the 765? If it's just replacing that chipset, that $150 extra, like additional price, is a hard pill to swallow. I don't know if it's worth that extra $150, but I'm pretty sure the Pixel 4a 5G is going to come with more than just an upgraded chipset. I think it'll probably have a bigger display. It'll probably have a bigger battery to include, the bigger display. And obviously it's going to have 5G since it's going to have the Snapdragon 765 chipset. But And so if those are the three things that come with it, I can probably justify the extra $150. Probably justify it. I feel like they need to add one more thing to kind of like really make it worthwhile for that $150. Or I could just be greedy at this point. I'm being selfish and I'm asking for more than I really should. But there's also the assumption that the Pixel 4a 5G might come with an additional lens in the back. So not just its already excellent camera, but it might come with a telephoto lens, or it might come with the ultra wide lens that people have been waiting for. Or I don't know what else it would come with. Those are the only other things that it could come with: a bigger display, a bigger battery, and probably an extra shooter. I don't think they're going to go ahead and add wireless charging to it. Maybe they'll upgrade the glass, so it won't be Gorilla Glass 3. It'll be, I don't know, maybe just one higher, like a newer generation or something. I don't really know. And so maybe by then it'll be worth the $499. And I'm not going to lie, I will probably have to decide whether I want a Pixel 4a 5G or a Pixel 5. And that is another topic to discuss here. Is the Pixel 5. The Pixel 5, the rumor is that the Pixel 5 might price out at $700. $700 is a lot of money for a Snapdragon 765 chipset. This is the price that the LG Velvet is going for. And like, that is way too much, especially if you think about a phone like the OnePlus Nord that is selling in India with the same 765 chipset that's selling for $379. Yes, the specs will probably be different from a Nord to a Velvet to a Pixel 5, but the fact that all three of them have the same exact chipset and have such a varying price, $379 versus $700, that's a lot of money to justify that in between, right? And so if the Pixel 4a 5G prices at $500 and the Pixel 5 prices at $700, that's a $200 price difference with the exact same chipset in there. What is going to differentiate the Pixel 5? What is that extra $200 on the Pixel 5? What are they going to be adding in there that's going to be worth it to you? On a Pixel 5, let's say, okay, let's put it this way. If the Pixel 4a 5G, my fridge is very loud. It scared the shit out of me. My fridge never makes that noise, or at least I never noticed it. The Pixel 4a 5G. Okay, wait. Here, let me start over. If the Pixel 4a 5G and the Pixel 5 both had the exact same display size, and let's say they had the exact same battery and the exact same chipset, all those are the same. Now, let's imagine what they would have to add on the Pixel 5 to make it worth it. They're probably going to up the refresh rate on the display. Maybe the Pixel 5 will be 120 hertz refresh rate. They're going to add IP68 dust and water resistance. Okay. They're going to add wireless charging, and then they're going to upgrade the material. So it won't be plastic. It'll be metal, like higher end glass. They're going to get rid of the headphone jack. And then that's it. Because that's not enough. And I say that with respect to the fact that the Pixel 5 is supposed to be an upgrade to the Pixel 4. It's supposed to be an upgrade to the 4A and the 4A 5G, and not just in terms of IP68 dust and water resistance, and not in terms of a higher refresh rate. What I'm trying to get at, and this is something I've talked about a lot now, is they need to up their performance when it comes to the camera. If they are not going to go ahead and upgrade the processor in there, they got to make the camera better than before. The camera has to be a lot better than the Pixel 4. And I don't want to I'm not saying just like a step up, just a little bit better, something that they've added for software that can probably be applied to past Pixels. They need to add new hardware sensors, or add new hardware sensors to it, upgraded hardware sensors, include the great AI that comes with it, but the camera really needs to kill it. Whenever I get my goddamn camera comparison out for the Huawei P40 Pro Plus and the Pixel 4, you will see that when it comes to optical, the telephoto just destroys the Pixel 4. When it comes to night mode, I still have to dig down and really get into it. The Pixel 4 is still a great camera, But what I'm trying to say is the Pixel 5 needs to like really go above and beyond and have a killer camera that will once again put the Pixel 5 at the very top echelon of camera quality when it comes to phones. And can we get a fix on the video? I understand that the video is already good on the Pixel 4, but why is it so far behind from iPhone video? Why do we have to have a conversation every single year about the video quality on the Pixel phones? Do you guys remember my camera comparisons or my video camera comparisons when it came to the Pixel 3 and how awful the audio was? I think that was a software thing that they never really corrected, but the Pixel 4 was able to at least get that right. But the video still isn't as good. It's still not as like flowy or buttery or whatever word you want to use that describes the quality of video on a Pixel or on an iPhone 11, iPhone 11 Pro, and even maybe an iPhone SE compared to the video quality on a Pixel 4. They need to get that part correct. If they can, if anything, if the photos are just about the same as a Pixel 4 and maybe just like a hair better on the Pixel 5, but they fix the video for the Pixel 5, I could live with that. I could maybe live with that. I don't know if it's still worth the $700, but maybe I could live with that. Maybe. Okay, that's it. That's how I feel about it. Let me get into chat. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything. Let me scroll down here. Oh, Ryu Eugene. I just want to say hi to everybody. Ryu Eugene, how's it going, man? Hey, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Nice to see you. Team Verizon says, man, I sure hope that Pixel 5 doesn't come with that weird horseshoe camera bump. Yeah, Brian was saying the same thing. I don't know if you guys know what that looks like. I was going to pull it up here, but I'm not. Let's just go through chat. I'm very far behind. Tony agrees. Facts. That's straight up ugly. Am I the only one that doesn't really? I thought it looks okay. Deepak says, small recap, 4A is coming to Europe on October 1st and after the week, the other Pixels. Oh, wait, is it? Or are you asking? 4A, man, 4A on October 1st. That's so much longer. That's such a long time to get the 4A in Europe. That's crazy. Dustin Aubrey, welcome to the stream. Nice to see you, man. I don't mind not getting a phone by Huawei. I had an older version made by Huawei. Chunky little phone, did well, but the specs were bad, but it was the cheap phone at the time. I had the 6P, much better. I really liked my 6P. I still like my 6P. Still a great phone with a great camera. Dustin, though, welcome. Appreciate you stopping by. Mario says, is it only going to be one size for the Pixel 5 or is it going to be a Pixel 5 XL too? I think there's a lot of talk that there probably will be a Pixel 5 XL. I'm pretty sure there will be. Maybe. Tony says the only real viable 5G carrier I feel right now is T-Mobile, but if people want a bit of a larger phone and bigger battery, the 4A 5G would scratch that itch, I suppose. That's a good point. Good point for sure. Dustin says the parallel parking is more of a joke because the Google has an autonomous vehicle. It can park itself. Yeah, good point there. Madman0210 says, but did you need the 4A? Fiscal prudence, Jerome. So yes, no, I did not need the 4A. I have a Pixel 4. I don't need the 4A. But you know what might happen? Once I get this 4A? I was thinking in my head, I'm like, I'll probably just return the 4A after 30 days after I test the camera. But if the 4A is almost identical as the 4, I might just get rid of the 4 and just sell the 4. I mean, I'm probably going to sell it anyway when the 5 comes out, right? So we'll see. I still want to test the portrait mode for the 4A versus the 4. I think the 4 will still be a lot better in portrait mode than the 4A. Yeah. Brian saying here, processor, battery, display, and 5G support, I guess. You're saying for the Pixel 5 versus the 4A 5G. See, I need more than that. Well, wait. Processor? I don't even know. I think the processor might be the same as the 4A 5G. Tony says the 4A 5G has a 2 megapixel macro camera, guys. Hopefully that's not it. Hopefully that's not what they add on there. Oh, that would be a kick in the balls for sure. Brian says, as a technicality, it should also get one more software update because it should have Android 11 out of the box. Oh, that's That's true. I didn't think about that. Zane says the reason why I'm waiting for the 4A 5G better processor, 5G for future proofing, because I keep my phone for quite a long time. Plus, it's rumored to have a bigger screen and a second camera. Right. Exactly. Just kind of what I discussed here. Tony's comment. Yeah, it was good. Please let the second lens be a wide angle. Google already has super res zoom. There you go. Ryu says, let's see how the Pixel 5 looks, but I'm not expecting nothing great because it's Google. Also a good point. Y says, Jerome, I hope the Pixel 5 gets 3 lenses and an 865, the normal one, and either 90 or 120 hertz. Actually, Y, that's a really good point. Maybe the 865 will be cheap enough that they can just throw that in there instead. And maybe if they do that, then there you go. That kind of solves the issue of like differentiating the Pixel 5 from the 4A 5G. Y is just saying the same thing. The original 865 should be cheaper at this point. Yeah, that's true. Zane says, I agree with your comments on the Pixel 5 and the price to pros ratio. Yep. Y also says a $700 price would undercut the Note 20 by better materials, higher refresh, and 1440p, even though it has the 865 instead of the 865 Plus. Yep. Fear the Rue 42 says Jerome is on fire. I'm just trying to like give you guys my thoughts that are coming from my head. I feel like that is the only way that I can justify some of these price points. Noel says, yes, I agree. We get it. Google is amazing at photos, but work on video too. The whole package matters, especially when the phone they're trying to emulate does good photos and videos. Yes, exactly. You want to price a phone at $1,000, $800, whatever. You want to price a phone really high. Get the basics right. Get the essentials right. Why do we have to have? Why did I pay $800 for a phone that can't unlock my banking apps without me putting my password in because you got rid of the fingerprint reader? Why do I have to deal with that? Why do I have to deal with a subpar battery? Why do I have to deal with a camera that's not taking photos at night as good as my iPhone 11 Pro? Why do I have to pull my iPhone 11 Pro out to take video instead of my Pixel 4? Like these are fair points. This is kind of where my head goes with this too, is like when I have somebody, like let's say I have family asks me for my opinion when it comes to phones all the time. When they ask me what phone should I get, camera's really important to me. And then I have to ask like, well, do you take a lot of photos? Usually the answer is yes. Well, do you want photos that are good at night? Answer is usually yes. Do you want your phone to take good video? Usually the answer is yes. Usually the answer is yes, is what I'm trying to say. What do you think I'm going to say? Do you think I'm going to offer the Pixel 4 at $800, or do you think I'm going to offer the iPhone 11 at $700? I mean, now there's at least the 4A that I can recommend for people who don't want to spend a ton of money. And yeah, it might not have as good video. What's a really good photo comparison to do is the iPhone SE video versus the Pixel 4A video. That would be a great camera comparison. God, I wish I still had my iPhone SE. I would love to do that camera comparison. I actually want. Oh, wow. Okay, I just have a couple thoughts in my head. Anyway, I'll continue with chat here. Team Verizon says, Jerome, the Pixel video quality is ... man dividing at most. I did a travel video using the 3A on my channel, so there's some samples. There you go. I mean, for you to even like kind of hesitate, and that's a really good question. That's kind of a thing that I'm pointing out, Team Verizon. Like your wife has an iPhone, right? If you had the option, if you had both phones in your pocket at this point, and like you had to pull out the 3A, or you had to pull out, I don't know, your iPhone SE or whatever, like which one would you pull out for video? If you knew you had to record video, would you be pulling out your 3A? Actually, I don't even know what the video is like on the 3A. Is the audio just as bad on the 3A as it was on the Pixel 3, or did they fix that on the 3A? I'm assuming they fixed it. But would you pull out your 3A, or would you pull out your 3A, or would you pull out an iPhone SE to take video? If you had to do it on the spot, no questions asked, like you had one choice and you had to do it because, I don't know, whoever's birthday it was, they were blowing the candles out in like 10 seconds and you needed to get that clip on there. I'm not saying that the Pixel 3a or the Pixel 4 wouldn't get the job done, because it probably would, and it would probably be fine. But if you knew that one phone did it better, which phone would it be? Which phone would you be pulling out? Okay. Where did I keep losing my spot here? Fear the Roof 42 says you can review the Pixel 5 when they send you one. Sorry, too soon. No, it's fine. I'm used to Google not giving me stuff. They gave me the Pixel 3. I was thankful, and then my screen went green, and then I complained about it for a good amount of time. And then when the Pixel 4 came out, I said it was not worth the price. So you want like, I'm sitting here wondering why they won't give me the phone, and I think I answered my own question. Noel says, also, what are your thoughts on Android social media apps, camera quality? Sorry if it's off topic. The video mentioned made me remember it because, again, the whole package matters. So, camera quality when it comes to social media apps, are you saying like when I use the camera for Instagram, or I use the camera on Snapchat? Is that what you're asking? Because when I use, like, for example, if I'm using Instagram to just post something on my feed, like, I just use the camera app. I don't use the actual social media app. If you're talking about like Snapchat or whatever, I guess I don't really think about it too much because I don't really use it that often. If you're talking about like TikTok, I would imagine that's video and you want the best video. So if you have an iPhone, I guess that's probably what you want to use if you're going to just use it straight out of the camera. But I don't really use TikTok, not in that way. So yeah, I know I'm probably not the most helpful when it comes to that question, but yeah, hopefully that was somewhat helpful. Probably not. Okay, let me scroll down here. Zane says, yeah, I think that horseshoe render looked actually good, seemed different from the other flagships. That's kind of how I felt about it. I understand that people didn't like it. I understand that it's ugly to some people, but I didn't think it was awful. I thought it was okay. And then Brian right underneath, I'd rather buy the plastic version over that ugly Pixel 5 mock-up. See, look at that. Tony says, watch Google still use the IMX 363 in the 4A, 5G, and 5. Tony, they're going to use the IMX 363 in the 4A, 5G. I'm almost positive they're going to use the IMX 363 there. If they use it in the 5, I will go insane. If they use the same sensor in the 5, they sorely need to upgrade their hardware. Google still makes great cameras, or they make Google is great in the camera department when it comes to photos, and their AI is excellent and it does an amazing job, but they need to do more. We can't just be like, yep, good camera again. Let's all make 18 million articles about how good the photos are, but let's totally disregard the video. Let's not really talk about the video. Let's just talk about how amazing the photo camera is, or how amazing the photos are on this camera, which is all great. That's wonderful. I love talking about that. But I've already done enough tests to know that even at night, the Pixel 4 is not as good as the iPhone 11 Pro when it comes to night shots. If you guys don't believe me, please do yourself a favor. Take a look at my camera comparisons when it comes to the iPhone 11 Pro and the Pixel 4. Just take a look. Yes, you don't have to rely on just my, on my channel alone, but I think in most respects at nighttime, the iPhone 11 Pro does a better job than the Pixel 4. With that being said, I think the Pixel 4 usually does a better job when it comes to day shots in a lot of scenarios, especially when you're taking a picture in front of the sun. That's also something that I made a big deal about on my videos when it came to like lens flare. Lens flare is a big issue on the iPhone 11 Pro. I don't know why it is, and I don't know if they ever fixed it. And then also when it comes to portrait mode, the Pixel 4 is amazing when it comes to portrait shots. Amazing. Which is why I don't think the Pixel 4a is going to be able to compete when it comes to portrait mode on the Pixel 4. The Pixel 4a looks like it still has great photos when it comes to portrait mode, but I still think the Pixel 4 does a little something extra with that telephoto lens to increase the quality of portrait mode. I really just gave you guys my camera comparison video all over again without showing you the actual pictures, but yeah. Oh, Tana with a $3 super chat. Tana, thank you so much, man. Just saying what's up, bro. What's up, Tana? What's going on? How's it going? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I was just going to ask you, how do you like the camera on the Pixel 4a? And look at Tana right there. The Pixel 4a's camera is legit. Hashtag, oh my God. Yeah, there you go. And yeah, for you guys that don't know, Tana was on my channel not too long ago. He got the Pixel 4a. Google was gracious enough to get him one, or to give him one. And Tana said it was the last time he even used a Google phone was the Nexus 6P. So like even Tana didn't even have a Pixel phone and they gave him one. So like great to know that he was able to now get one and test out the camera on it. So there you go. If you guys are looking for reviews or whatever, you should check out Tana's channel, because he offers great input as well. So okay, guys, let me get back into chat here. We are way past the hour here. Okay, let me make sure I'm not missing anything. Let me make sure I'm saying hi to everyone as well. Tana, again, thanks, man. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the $3 super chat, man. Okay, let me scroll down. Oh God, guys, I'm not going to be able to get to everything. Brian says they are definitely using the same sensor for the 4A 5G. If they use the same sensor for the 5, I'm gonna go nuts. I seriously will go nuts. Y says if they can do this killer flagship, which is unlikely, they would undercut even OnePlus, the known company, for flagship value. Pixel 5 has to nail it, or Google will most likely be done on the non-A. That's a great comment. Y. I feel the same way. I really do. Okay. So Deepak says iPhone 11 makes the Pixel 4 look so overpriced. That's also a great way of putting it, man. Yeah, iPhones are just in a league of their own for video. Team Verizon says definitely her 11, right? Madman says, are the Galaxy Buds Plus still a good deal? I'm getting I don't know if that means a good deal, or I'm getting education pricing on those. They cost like $90. I think, I don't know. I don't know enough about it. So I'm not really sure how good those are. Like, I'm not the right person for that. You're going to have to do a little research there. If I could help you, I would, but I don't know much about the Galaxy Buds Plus. Maybe someone in chat is in here and able to help out. Ryu says it just feels more cinematic. Brian says iPhone 11 is definitely better with video, but there is no camera quick launch. If I had 10 seconds, I might have to go with the Pixel due to the World Star quick launch. That's a good point. That's a good point. I mean, I'm able to quick launch. Well, when I pull my phone out, I just hold at the very bottom right on the on my iPhone 11 Pro, I just hold down and swipe up. And that's kind of a quick launch in a way. I don't know what they call that, but that's how I turn my camera on my iPhone 11 Pro when I need to pull it out and take a picture real quick. That sounded wrong. Anyway, you know what I'm saying. Maybe not. Marcus A is in the chat, is in the stream. Marcus A, what's going on, man? Super res zoom with a higher megapixel lens would be great. Totally agree. For the Pixel 5, I'm guessing is what you're saying, right? Or the Pixel 4a 5G or whatever. Anyway, Marcus, welcome. Y says, is there a better 12 megapixel sensor than the IMX 363? Here's the thing. I don't know if there is. Why? I really don't know if there's a better 12 megapixel sensor than that one. But then what they need to do is they need to move past 12 megapixels. They need to see what else is out there and then apply that AI to whatever higher megapixel they have for cameras. I just think Google can do better. They can do better. If they can't do better in the photo department, let's fix the video. I will give that as a counter, or as a consolation. Honestly, it shouldn't even be a consolation. Google should just get the video right. Google should get their video right at this point. I feel like now this is my new thing to be on a pedestal, on a soapbox on. How have we not been complaining about this? I complained about it for a long time with the Pixel 3 when the audio was so bad. I complained about it for so long. Maybe because they fixed the audio on the Pixel 4 that I was not critical enough then. But I will be now. I should just do another camera comparison on video just to double check and make sure I'm not wrong there. Fear the Roo 42 says, do you think there will be a change in direction, good or bad, with the Pixel camera tech, with one of the top camera guys leaving Google? So there's a possibility. I know that, why am I forgetting his name now? Not Rick Osterloh. Why do I forget that guy's name? But the one engineer, or I can't remember his exact position, that left Google, the one that was in charge of a lot of the AI that made the Pixel camera the way it is. I the way I feel about it is one person doesn't control everything. He might have had a big influence, and I think his absence will be sorely missed. But I feel like Google still has a good top smart team, hopefully, that will figure out the Pixel 5. So I don't know if the direction will be better or worse. I'm hoping better. This is just me being optimistic. This is me wanting Google to just continue, like, them as a company doing the right thing and like moving in the right direction. But yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens with that. Okay, let me scroll down here. Yeah, Tana says, I just put up a camera review, Jerome, and let the tech do the talking. There you go, guys. If you're looking for a camera review, go ahead and check out Tana's channel. See what he has to say about his experience with the Pixel 4a. There you go. Marcus A says the Pixel 4 has extra depth sensing capability because it has software and hardware. There you go. I don't know if this is the defense of keeping the hardware the same for the Pixel 5. If that's the case, if the IMX 363 is the only thing that is keeping Google where it's at and keeping them above water, and if it's not going to fix the video, we still have a problem here. I really don't know how we solve that solution. I don't. I'm not an engineer. I don't know what that IMX 363 is capable when it comes to video, but if that's what is now, they just got to fix it, guys. I don't know. I can't beat a dead horse here. It's almost sad because sometimes when I have another channel, right? I have my diet channel or fasting channel or fitness channel or whatever you want to call it. And usually I film myself eating. And every time I film myself eating, I don't use my Pixel. I use my iPhone 11 Pro. It's almost always. I actually haven't used my Huawei. I should use that and test it out. But I'm just so used to using the Pixel or using my iPhone 11 Pro. Also because it uploads to Google Photos. And I haven't really switched over to anything else yet because my Huawei P40 Pro doesn't have Google Photos on it. Okay. Anyway, so let me see here. Let me scroll down. Saved by the Tech. Welcome to the stream, man. Appreciate you stopping by. I have a Pixel 4 XL for 3 weeks. It's an amazing phone. I'm so happy with it. There you go. Thank you for sharing your feedback. Tony says, can't you just swipe right to left on your lock screen on iOS? Yeah, that's what I do. Or and I think he's talking to Brian here. But I don't swipe right to left. Is that how you do it? I have my iPhone right here. No, I swipe. I have it right here. I'm looking. So I swipe, I hold down, and then how do I do this again? Oh, yeah. It's just because it's trying to unlock my face. I swipe, I hold down until I feel it, and then I swipe up or whatever. Anyway, yeah. There is a quicker way to use it. Okay. I'm moving on. Let me get to the rest of the chat here. Tony says, I wonder if Google software is tightly woven in with the IMX 363. I think that's what it is. I really think that's what it is. Okay. Deepak Murthy says, please Google, we want an ultra wide and fix the video department. Apple is surpassing you. I mean, they have now for a while, or at least the last year, almost a year. Madman0210 says, do you have an Xbox? I used to have an Xbox. I don't have one anymore. But now that I have a God, I can't. Oh my God, I'm the wrong way. Now that I have a TV, I really should get a console. Maybe I will. I do have a custom built HTPC, home theater PC that I have that's also on the desk there. So I might just use that, but we'll see. Zane says, to be honest, when it comes down to these phone comparisons, they're all so close. It's just price that makes these phones differentiate themselves and whether you prefer Android or iOS. I mean, Yeah, you're right to a lot of that. If you are looking for the finer details though, especially like when it comes to stuff like night shots or whatever, sometimes it's good to see though like what that finer detail involves, especially like the one thing I noticed with the Pixel 4 and the iPhone 11 Pro is the Pixel 4 like oversaturated stuff at night, like really oversaturated the greens. It added a lot of background noise. It made things way too bright. It even like made it really like uh it yellowed some stuff out. Well, that was if you didn't turn night mode on or night sight on, but there were still some differences that really made the iPhone 11 Pro stick out more to me than the Pixel 4. Okay. Anyway, Fear the Roof 42 says intermittent faster here. No new exercise added. Down 60 pounds. Congratulations, man. Yeah. So I don't know if you're aware of my other channel because I'm down 85 pounds and that was through extended fasting. So, but yes, this is not a fasting channel. So we will not leave that. We'll leave that to the other channel. Anyway, Fear the Roof 42, congratulations. Sergio is in here. Sergio, what's going on? Samsung needs to release Google Play editions, then Google will be motivated. I wonder though if Samsung needs to work with Google to get that done. But yeah, can you imagine? Imagine, guys, imagine if you're able to get the Note 20 Ultra. I know that I bitched about that phone yesterday for a long time. I was really upset yesterday. But imagine if you get a Note 20 with a Google Play edition. That would be excellent. Excellent hardware, I believe. Or Note 20 Ultra is what I meant. Imagine a Note 20 Ultra with stock Android. That would be so exciting. I would probably buy that. I would scoop that phone up for sure. For sure. So, okay. I have other stories here, but we are an hour and a half into it. I have to work tonight still, and I have to prep for work. I can go through these other stories another day, maybe tomorrow. And it is about Pixel stuff still, but I just do not have time to get through all of that. The other thing I have here too, though, is the final Android 11 beta is now available for download. So really quick, Google dropped Android 11 beta 3. It's yet another stabilizing update. Android 11 is expected to release next month on September 8th. So just thought I'd share that. That is really, there are other bigger stories, but it's going to take too long to discuss that. So I'm not going to go through that right now. But I think that might be it for today. Okay, so let me see. Fear the Roof 42 says, outstanding for you. We'll try to hunt your other channel down. Just here, right here, real quick. If you want my other channel, just go to Finally Fasting, Fear the Roof 42. You'll find my other channel there. So that's it. Okay. Otherwise, there's other chat in here. Hold on. Team Vry says, Jerome, sub to your fasting channel as well. Thank you, Team Vry. Appreciate the support. Thank you so much. Saved by the Tech says iPhone 11 Pro got versatility over the Pixel 4, but for quality pictures, I think Pixel is ahead. For the video, no competition. iPhone crushes it. Yeah, I agree with a lot of that. I do feel though that the iPhone 11 Pro does better at night. Grant S, who is another great YouTuber, he feels differently. Him and I have differing opinions on that as well. Grant believes that overall the Pixel 4 is still the better camera to use over the iPhone 11 Pro when it comes to photos. Obviously, video is no competition, but he feels the same way. So yeah, I mean, and there's nothing wrong with that because the Pixel 4 is still a great camera either way. So Mario says a new leak suggests that the Pixel 5 could have a 120 hertz screen and a 6.67 inch display. Thank you for sharing that. I'll have to take a look at that. Maybe we'll talk about that tomorrow. Great. Madman says name of the fitness channel. There you go. So I did put that on there. I've legit gained a bit much. All good, man. I try to offer tips and everything on there, but again, this is not the place for it. So, okay, guys, I think that might be it for today. I do want to thank everybody for stopping by real quick. Again, if you guys have not had a chance, please hit that like button. It is a way to support. I appreciate that kind of support. I do stream weekdays at 2 p.m. Central, so you guys can check me here again tomorrow come back again tomorrow at 2 p.m. But if you are not a subscriber, hit that subscribe button. It's free. It doesn't take too much to do it. And I'm not annoying when it comes to these videos. Hopefully not. What I'm trying to say is if you find my stuff entertaining and you enjoy the news and you want to support, hit that subscribe button, be part of the Phone Jerome fam. And if you want to take that extra support, you can join that fam as well. You can do so for as little as 99 cents a month. There is a blue button where you can join the channel and be a member on the channel. Or you can go to youtube.com/phone Jerome/join for more info. You can just check that out. And it comes with like other perks and all that kind of stuff. So that's about it. But otherwise, guys, I just want to thank you for coming by. Appreciate you stopping by. As always, appreciate the love. Thank you, everybody, for liking, subscribing, sharing, all that kind of stuff. But for people in the chat, for joining the community, talking amongst each other, talking with me, it's always nice to have you guys in here and have like an actual civil, good discussion where we can talk about things that are important and kind of just not like, say team Android, team Apple, team Pixel, team whatever. Like we all have our biases and we all feel a certain way, but like, let's at least put the facts out there. And like, if we disagree on stuff, then like I don't expect any of you guys to agree with me 100%. And I hope you guys don't expect for me to agree with you 100% either. But I think it's important that we have a good, intelligent discussion because like, I don't know if other channels have that usually. It sounds like I'm saying other channels are dumb. That's not what I'm saying, but you know what I'm saying. Maybe you don't know what I'm saying. I just enjoy having an actual like real conversation here, and bringing the facts to the table when they need to be presented. So otherwise, guys, thank you guys again so much. I do want to thank all my Patreon members, people who do support me that way. So for all that like extra support, chipping in, I do appreciate that. For all my YouTube members, for all the people who super chatted today and who have super chatted in the past, thank you guys so much for that. It helps offset costs. It helps to make sure I can keep doing this daily. It's something I love doing. I love being able to share this information and having a discussion. So for everybody who's helped like monetarily, thank you guys so much. I say it a lot, but it does mean a lot to me and it does help me out. So with that being said, I will be back tomorrow, 2 p.m. Central. Come join me again here. I'm hitting the play button as I wave by. I'll see you tomorrow, guys. Have a good one. Bye.